Okay, hey, I got a lemon here. So I don't know if you can see my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, we can see your screen.
It
Yes.
says supplemental facts. Ooh, that's weird. Okay, sorry. Something happened. So anyway, if it said supplemental facts, that means that it's ingestible. And so you can put it in a glass of water and just put a couple drops in it and drink it. I usually yeah, like Tina's upcycled water,
The honey jar.
honey jar. Oh, that's a glass honey jar?
Yeah, it's a glass honey jar.
Cool. Okay. So you could use those, you put a couple drops in it. I usually drink like several glasses because there's some residual. I try to get in as many of the drops that I can. Or you could put, see that little veggie cap in the side. You can go ahead and put like, it depends on the concoction that you're making. You can put like, what is it? Celine's Slim and Sassy Balm, which is basically weight loss balm. She put up to 11 drops of Slim and Sassy in one veggie cap and then just cap it and swallow. Or you could put it directly under your tongue where it would bypass the gut and the liver. So if you're having issues with absorption, you'd want it to go under your tongue and then it'll go straight into your circulation and into your cells.
Thank you, Dr. Lisa. Awesome. Thanks. Okay, so let's dive into the oils individually. Lemon is a favorite. It's cleansing for the body. It's also an amazing cleanser for the home. So for the body, you can just put it in your glass jar of water, just 1 or 2 drops. It really makes the water taste amazing, and it helps to remove sticky stuff from your gut. If you want to see if it really can dissolve sticky stuff, just take an area that's sticky in your home, like maybe where a little price tag you couldn't get quite off completely. Put a drop of lemon essential oil in there, rub it a little bit, and that stickiness will wipe away very easily without much tension, surface tension at all. And so that's what it does for our home. When you make a cleanser with the lemon oil, it really dissolves gunky stuff, and it makes your house smell great too. So I save a lot of money making my own cleansers, and I also save a lot of worry because I don't have to be using all that toxic stuff, and my kids can clean with me worry-free. Like if they were to drink my cleansers or like lick them or spray their brother's head with them, it's like I wouldn't even worry because I know it's just essential oil, vinegar, water, and maybe some baking soda. Okay, frankincense is the king of all oils. Is Dr. Peter here? I don't know if he was able to make it, but he loves to.
Oh, no, I'm here.
He's there.
All right, tell us about frankincense, Dr. Pete.
Sorry, I'm having trouble with my camera, so you won't see me live. Anyways, frankincense, yes, one of my favorite oils. So as you know, frankincense was given to Jesus. So I figure it's good for Jesus. We can all have some frankincense. So it's great for cellular renewal, great for boosting the immune system. You can take it all 3 ways, as you see the A, T, and I. I take it internally every day, a drop under my tongue, and that's because it's very vascular under the tongue. So with the fat-soluble oils, it goes right through the cells, so right into your vascular system and goes in systemically. I take that along with copaiba, by the way. And then I also like to use that on my skin because it has great skin properties. You'll see a lot of the products that are for the skin has frankincense in it, as well as many other blends, because it really synergizes the other oils. So for the skin, it's great under your lotion, or if you use the anti-aging line or any of the lines from doTERRA, it would already have frankincense in it. So the fine lines, the dark spots, all just go away over time. And then the other way is aromatically, just a really calming feeling. So a lot of people like to meditate with frankincense or concentrate and things like that. So frankincense is a great oil. I think it's one of the must-haves, in your collection. So that's I love frankincense.
Thanks, Dr. Pete. Thank you. Okay, DigestZen. Oh, Dr. Pete has a good. Maybe you can talk about this and your personal experience with DigestZen.
Yeah, DigestZen is our friend. It's a great oil. It's made up of 5 oils that are very, very calming to the stomach. peppermint as well as fennel. And so anyways, it relieves everything, regarding the stomach, from constipation to diarrhea. And as you can see here, it's great for motion sickness and nausea too. So one might ask, why would you, I would have different medications prescribed to me for constipation or diarrhea and things like that. Why does Digestin take care of all that altogether? And that's because of the power of our natural oils. It's got so many different components, unlike some of our medications, which concentrate on one or two components and really synthesizes it synthetically. So it really binds on, and that's how you get the side effects. But the essential oils that we have with the combination and Digestin, it's just a vast array of different components. So it covers a whole a wide range and really calms the body for what's called a hemostatic effect, kind of like balance throughout the body. So, and what Tina was alluding to was that, about 5 years ago when I went to Zion, hike in a famous hike called Angel's Landing. It's about a 3.5 hour hike. About 40 minutes into the hike, I hear some dogs or something. Anyway, about 40 minutes into the hike, something I ate that morning didn't agree with me. And I had to find a bathroom real quick. And so here I am on this hike with people in front of me, behind me, no trees. Part of the hike, hold on to a chain. So it was going to get embarrassing really quick. So I took out my Digestin because I always carry my little travel pack, the teaching thing. And I was just using it all three ways, putting multiple drops in my mouth, rubbing it on my tummy, smelling it. And it worked really fast to take away those symptoms. And it actually took away the symptoms for about 45 minutes. And obviously by that time, I was able to find a place to privately go and save a lot of embarrassment that day. So I would recommend having some of these types of oils with you all the time, because you never know when you're going to need it or share with someone that's going to need it. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Pete. Always good to hear about personal experiences. All right, so let's move on to Deep Blue. This is one of my favorite oils. It really helped to make a believer out of me, because I was very skeptical when I first heard about the essential oils. Had really bad wrist pain, and the Deep Blue literally took it away, and I was able to get off my Motrin. I also love this product here, which is the Deep Blue Rub. It works excellent at reducing pain as well. And so this is a topical application. You can also use it aromatically. It has wintergreen and peppermint. It smells amazing, but it is not for internal use because wintergreen oil is not safe for ingestion. If you're ever confused as to what oil you can ingest or not, just look at the side of the bottle. You'll see the supplemental facts that Dr. Lisa was alluding to earlier. Breathe is the oil for respiratory function. It helps the lungs and the sinuses to clear. It has laurel leaf and eucalyptus, peppermint, cardamom. It is amazing at helping to stop coughing, to stop the wheezing, and snoring even. So put it in your diffuser at night. Again, this is one that we do not recommend for internal ingestion, just aromatic and topical. The next slide is about actually what's going on now, which is COVID. And as you can see from this chart, it's the older people after the age 40, 50 that have the higher hospitalization rates. Okay, and so the reason I bring this slide up is that a lot can be done with essential oils to help airway health, because we know that COVID is a respiratory disease. So Breathe is really, really great for that. Copaiba, which we'll talk about later, also is very good. And then also controlling the inflammatory processes that go on with COVID is another excellent way to deal with that disease. And if you're older, definitely use the oils more. And if you have other risk factors like obesity, diabetes, high blood pressure, things like that, then again, use the oils frequently. So this is a nuclear bomb. It was developed by Dr. Lisa. She loves to take a little bit of everything because all of these oils have anti-inflammatory, antioxidant effects. And when you combine them, again, you have that synergy that Dr. Peter was talking about. So what do you need in here? Just these oils in the picture and certain amounts of them. And then you just top it off with coconut oil, rub it on frequently, roll it on frequently over the pulse points, which is your temples, your carotid, your wrists, your back of your knees, your inside your elbows, inside your ankles. Those are the pulse points. Copaiba, okay, I'm going to have Dr. Lisa talk about that, if that's okay.
Okay, so Copaiba is probably my ultimate favorite because it has so many uses. It's good for soothing aching muscles. It pains. I actually just used it on 2 of my patients this week in clinic. One came in post-surgically. No, actually, she had a slip and fall 2 years prior, and she had cervical surgeries, 2 surgeries, and had been having pain for 2 years. She came in to see me for vertigo. She believes is unrelated, and but she had been having vertigo for about 2 weeks. She had gone to the ER. And so I asked her if I can try some oils because she was having side effects, gastritis from her naproxen. And so I just put it on her neck and I had her inhale it. And then I put on the next oil that I'll be talking about, and then some frankincense, and then some coconut oil to top to just hold it on there on her neck. And literally, she said the pain went away immediately, and then she went and signed up for a kit. So it was just pretty magical. She just had been suffering for so long, and it was, you know, it felt so good. She was so calm. She said it just softened all the aches and pains in her shoulder area. And so that was I love it when that happens. It doesn't always happen like that, but quite a bit. So there's that, and then there's also, it's good for just relaxing you, for stress. It's good for gastritis. It's good for your lungs. I saw that there were somebody was asking about asthma. And if you notice that protocol, that's from Dr. Go, who I mentioned it really high up in the chat. It's a part of a protocol for your lung health. And so, you know, you diffuse it nightly. You can add Breathe, Serenity, On Guard. You can take it with green mandarin during the day to wake you up with Breathe. You can make a roller ball out of it. So it's really important for the lung health. And it really, the case study that Dr. Go was talking about was a COPD. This is like end stage chronic lung disease, a man who was a turkey farmer who was in and out of the hospital every 2 weeks. Doctor sent him home to just be hospice, basically, you know, too many hospitalizations. And usually with COPD, things just get worse and worse over time. And he put him on this protocol, and he hadn't been hospitalized for 2 years. So that's how it can rejuvenate. It doesn't just kind of cover up the problem, but it actually helps with lung tissue regeneration. And it's been shown to be effective in laboratory rats that actually causes protection of the lungs. So if any of you are, you know, out there exposed to whether it's smoke or toxins, if you're working with chemicals, or if you're working in a healthcare worker environment, is something that will protect your lungs. So it's something very important for you to inhale and to ingest. Also, it does the same thing for gut health. It does great things. The same person asked about arthritis. And so Dr. Go's protocol, I included it there too, for arthritis in the hands, a lady with really end stage chronic arthritis in the hands. So you can look at that protocol. It's also part of a protocol for a guy who he was able to get off of narcotics. And that's why me and my partner, Dr. Silva, we have a clinic. We really, Copaiba is probably our biggest seller because we're trying to get people off of their dependence on narcotics. It's really hard to prescribe narcotics now, and it's so easy for someone to get hooked on it. So Dr. Go has a protocol to get patients off of narcotics. So that's Copaiba. The next one, yeah, it hits the CBD2 receptor. So if you've heard about CBD oil, oh, people like rave about CBD oil, and it's great, but I mean, it works for a lot of people. But if you look on the market, top 5 oils selling on Amazon, only one of them actually has pure Copaiba. I mean, I'm sorry, not Copaiba, CBD oil in it, which comes from the marijuana plant and all of that. So unfortunately, it's not easy to acquire. Like they don't allow it to be brought into my nursing home. A lot of my patients were bringing it in because it's effective for pain and anxiety, and it's good for your immune system too. So it helps with, potentially helps your body fight off your cancer, autoimmune stuff like asthma and arthritis. But the problem is, it's hard to get into the facility, and it's really expensive. If you're going to get the pure CBD oil, it's really expensive. And it doesn't even last as long as Copaiba. Copaiba lasts on the CBD2 receptors much longer. So you get a longer effect, up to 12 hours of effect. And so I have patients, it's cheaper, it's pure, it's from doTERRA, it's pure therapeutic grade. So I would highly recommend, if anyone else mentions, hey, try CBD oil, don't go to Copaiba. So it's safe in kids. It doesn't cause addiction. Which is amazing. So anyway, sorry, a lot about Copaiba. I love it. It's my favorite. Next is Adaptiv, which is my second favorite. I'm diffusing it right now in this room. It's so great for stress. Like I have so much going on right now, but as long as I have Adaptiv, everything's okay. So that's kind of what Adaptiv is. It helps you adapt to stressful situations, and it takes away that fight or flight response. So if you're having issues with cortisol levels, high cortisol levels, which is your adrenal glands, those glands on top of your kidney that just produce stress hormones that are great if you're in time of emergency. So if you're like getting chased by a bear, or if you're in a car accident, you have to lift up the car, you need that amazing adrenaline and cortisol to help you get through that, or get through times of famine or war. But we're not in that time. So we're sitting around stressing out while we're, on our computers. And so what does the cortisol do? Instead of give us energy to run away from the bear, it causes us to have muscle tension in our shoulders, in our head. You get headaches, tension headaches. You get palpitations. You get chest pain because you're so anxious, and tremors, sweaty palms. You end up you're tired and wired. You're totally messed up. Basically, stress is really bad, especially if you're not exercising and there's not really a stressful thing going on. So that's how you adapt to situations. So it's good for that, but it's also good for people with anxiety disorders of many types, because those people are constantly spewing out those cortisol issues, like cortisol and stress hormones. So people who have like Alzheimer's, with behavioral disorders, anxiety disorders, OCD, autism has a lot of, some have a lot of agitation. ADHD kids have a lot of agitation. So these are really good. Tic disorder. Also, Adaptiv is great for those who are having hormonal disorders, because if you're stressed, your body says, okay, it's time for war, it's time for running, it's time for fight or flight, it's not time to make babies. So your progesterone levels tank, and you get cramping, heavy bleeding, or no bleeding at all. So hormonal issues. It's so good for people with hypertension, with people who have diabetes, because those cortisol levels, those adrenaline, or all those hormones increase your blood pressure, increase your heart rate, increase your blood sugars. So anyway, very many uses. It's an essential for me anyway. Oh, should I talk about this? Or?
Yeah, sure, you can.
So, okay, so this is another essential, because basically this is the Lifelong Vitality Pack, and it has 3 bottles that I believe are like the basis of health. It's the #1 product that's sold in doTERRA. And why? Because pretty much if you're trying to look for some type of healing, you need the LLV. It'll really decrease the need for any other things. But I mean, I'll still use the oils as needed, but it has a lot of vitamins and minerals and everything you need. So the first thing you see is the Microplex vitamins and minerals, and it has, vitamins A through, K and everything, A, C, D, E, K, thiamine, riboflavin, all the Bs, biotin, pantothenic acid. It has all the minerals that you need: iodine, magnesium, zinc, selenium, copper, manganese. So these are important for fighting off viruses. Our immune system needs all these. And then it has all these foods in it. It's amazing, like kale and broccoli and Brussels sprouts. And all those are high antioxidants and just so good for you. Kelp. It also has digestive enzymes, smaller amount, not as much as Terrazyme, but it's a good start. Active enzyme blend, which really helps, you know, clean out toxins in your body, to clean out old scar tissue, old injuries. It's really important for that. And then Tummy Tamer Blend, it's ginger and peppermint. So that's just one bottle. That's just one bottle of the vitamins. And then the next bottle is your Alpha CRS, which has everything that's good for your cellular health. Boswellia, which is frankincense. It has Scutellaria, milk thistle, green tea, resveratrol, pomegranate, pineapple, turmeric, grape seed extract, sesame seed extract, pine bark extract, acetyl L-carnitine, alpha lipoic acid, CoQ10, quercetin, ginkgo biloba, and then peppermint, ginger, and caraway. So I know you've heard all those things before because they're so good for so many things that, you know, everybody needs. So this is definitely part of functional medicine, and it was designed by a functional medicine doctor. And then finally, the third bottle is the XE Omega, which is a fish oil, which has amazing, not only fish oil, but it has pomegranate seed oil. It has astaxanthin from green algae, it has lutein, zeaxanthin, lycopenes, clove oil, which is the highest antioxidant known to man. It has their levels of antioxidant value. And so the higher ones are vegetables. They're in the thousands. There are berries in the tens or hundreds of thousands. The acai, you've heard it. Everyone wants their acai bowls. Well, guess what? Clove oil is in the 1 to 2 million level. So you have clove oil every day. You're getting amazing antioxidant effects. So really, viruses and all the inflammation that it causes your levels of inflammation are going to go down. And a lot of my patients, after about 2 weeks taking this, their pain starts going away, chronic pain that they've had for years. It has ginger as well, and cumin and chamomile. So, I mean, I know that's a lot, but the reason why is how important LLV is. And I would recommend it pretty much, like someone said they're having itching issues. I would imagine that this would be very helpful for them.
Thank you, Dr. Lisa. Okay, so after talking about the oils and the supplements, you're probably thinking, well, how can I get them in my home? Do I order them on Amazon? And the answer is like, no. doTERRA is a great company. They'll ship it directly to you. There's 3 ways to buy. The first is retail. This is what you would find in a professional setting like a spa or a chiropractic office, but you have the opportunity to have your own membership and get it at 25% below retail, which is the exact same price that I pay for it myself. And it's amazing because you can just go into your doTERRA site and just order what you need whenever you want it. Now, let's say you just fall in love with the product and you want a monthly shipment to earn free points and to earn free products, then you can join their loyalty program, and that's an optional program, okay? But it's a great program. So what you can expect from us if you decide to start on your oil journey, or if you're already part of our oil journey, you'll get a welcome packet with some stickers, personal consultation. This is something that we offer to our community whenever needed. I have a scheduler that can schedule you in for an hour, half an hour time with me where I can devise an oil plan for you. You get access to our VIP educational groups. We meet here every Thursday at 7. You can invite your friends. And then we also have a very active Facebook where we answer questions and just show you day to day how to live this amazing, awesome lifestyle where you have so many solutions at your fingertips. Okay, so this is the first example of a kit. The reason why you want to get a kit is because it's bundled to save you money. It's bundled to give you the best experience. If you've come tonight and you said, okay, I just really want that peppermint oil, that's fine and dandy. But I tell you, you'll get that peppermint oil and you're going to say, why didn't I order the other stuff? This is so amazing. And then if you come down like with, let's say, the digestive issue that Dr. Peter was talking about, right? I'll say, okay, take out your digestin. And you're like, oh, I don't have it. See, because when you buy it in a kit, you have your basics covered, okay? And then I can guide you a lot more easily. So this is the kit with the vitamins, all right? And then it also has 2 white bottles here, which are very, very good for digestive support. 80% of our immune system is in our gut. Our gut health is so important. So these are enzymes to help us break down our food more easily so we can absorb the food. And the PB Assist is really good as a probiotic. This has probiotics in there, which are necessary to balance our gut biome. And we have 5 foundational oils here that you can use daily. lavender for sleep, frankincense for inflammation, balance for emotions, lemon for cleansing, and On Guard for protection. And then you have your pain rub here. So this is a beautiful kit. I love this one. Then the next one is one with a diffuser and the adaptive oil, and then the copaiba. So these, you know, are favorites, right? They're useful for emotions, useful for pain, respiration, and then you have all the other ones in between that help you with so many things. I did want to say that if you have issues with allergies, this is a great allergy trio. You have lemon, lavender, and peppermint. That will take away your allergies, and I'll show you how to use that. Okay, this is $249. And the oils are big. They're 15 ml, 3 times the size of the next kit I'm going to show you. All right. So this next kit has 10 oils, but they're smaller. They're 5 ml, which means that they have only 80 drops instead of 240. And this also comes with a diffuser. Actually, this will be a petal diffuser because they ran out of this one. And lucky us, because the petal diffuser is actually a better diffuser. And you get 10 foundational oils here again, and it's $160. So this is very affordable, great place to start. And the good thing is that all of these kits, the ones with the vitamins, this one with the bigger bottles and the petal diffuser, and then this one with the smaller bottles and the diffuser, all have a free membership, which means that for a whole year, you can go back to your account and order anything you want at 25% off. And then, if that wasn't good, here's something even better. If you do a $150 order this month, you'll get 50 doTERRA dollars back. And this is just 2 examples of what you could get with that $50. Let's say you love the citrus oils. You're gonna make all these different summer drinks with different citrus oils, where you can get the tangerine, wild orange, lemon, and lime for totally free next month. And then let's say you want to get your kids ready for school. You want them to be having a homework helper. That's the Thinker. Stronger is your immune one, and Calmer is your calming one. Then you can get that for free with your $50. Okay. So basically, if you're new here tonight, you just choose a kit, text the person that invited you which one you want, and then they'll send you a link where you just complete your information. The box arrives to you in about a week, and then we connect on Facebook. Okay, you're gonna friend Tina Wong, pediatrician. I'll friend you and then add you to this page, which is Dr. Tina's Health Essentials. It has so many posts about how to use oils every day in your life. And then we're gonna Zoom again to blend. So if you're brand new, I'll be having blend Zooms where I'll be sharing this special sheet with you that shows you how to blend your oils to make things for like allergies, headaches, migraines, sleep, warts. Okay, so this is just the tip of the iceberg. There's so much to know. All right, and all along the way, we will be guiding you. So thanks for coming. And now we're gonna open up for Q&A and question time. Okay, I'm gonna stop the share and we're gonna have some fun. Now I do need to end this class at 8 because I do have a private class coming up at that time, just to let you know.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, I had a question. So I have some issues with mycotoxins, which is, just kind of like mold toxicity in my body. And I know I asked Daniela about it, but I just kind of wanted to see if there's any more like details that you can share with me.
Yeah, a lot of the oils are really antifungal. So ginger is one of them. Oregano is another one. On Guard is an amazing blend of cinnamon and clove, rosemary, eucalyptus, and wild orange. That's a great one too for fungus. So I would recommend drinking them a couple times a day and seeing how you do. And also the vitamins. The vitamins themselves have essential oils in them. So like it has clove, it has thyme, which is another one really good for fungus and other microbes. So I would recommend starting with the vitamins and then drinking ginger and citrus oils throughout the day.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome, Erica. Thanks for asking. Okay, anybody else?
Tina?
Yeah.
I also do 1 drop of oregano in a gel cap, morning and night.
Oh, okay. How many drops of oregano did you put in there?
Just one.
Oh, just one.
And
okay.
it was bothering my tummy. And so Dr. Pete suggested putting a couple drops of peppermint in.
Oh.
And it just took that little bit of discomfort away. But I also put my, the celery seed in there.
Huh. Okay.
I put a couple different things in there.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That
really works. It works well.
So Kathleen is, she's familiar with molds and funguses, right? So
all those years of antibiotics.
Can you tell us your story really quick? I don't think everyone knows your story.
Do you want the mold story?
Just tell us what you feel led to tell us. Yeah, primarily that. Yes, please.
I was diagnosed with Sjogren's syndrome, which is an autoimmune disorder where I don't make saliva or tears. And as a result, I ended up on antibiotics 4 or 5 times a year for 25, 28 years to fight persistent infections that the antibiotics did nothing for. But that's the only protocol they had. So that's what I did. And as a result, I had a lot of fungus. And I always did the diflucan and everything, but it just wasn't doing it. And when I started the doTERRA protocol, I did the vitamins, and it took so much of the pain away, so much of the pain. And I learned to fight my sinus infections before they became full-blown infections with Melaleuca, with the On Guard soft gels, the On Guard gargle and swallow, the whole protocol. And I haven't been on antibiotics now for maybe 18 months. I don't know. I haven't had a single antibiotic in me, but still that fungus is residual. I'm sure it harbors in fat because I have a lot of that, and I had a lot of fungus in me. So I started doing the On Guard, the oregano in the gel cap twice a day, and then the ginger, 2 drops in very hot water 4 times a day. And I literally could see it leaving my body. I flushed it away, and I have less pain. I have less little neurological, little twiggles and body discomforts. So it's been phenomenal. Totally phenomenal. Yes. And as of, was it 10 days ago now? The only prescription drug I take is my thyroid replacement when I had cancer surgery. So I am now, other than thyroid, drug-free.
Woo!
I want to have a party.
We can have a Zoom party. We can dance on the party.
Strangely, I wanted to serve cheesecake, which is a fungus maker. It's our addiction to sugar and processed foods that just feed those funguses, no matter what other thing we're putting in it. So you have to work all around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very exciting.
Okay. I'm excited for you.
Thank you.
There's a question about tamoxifen. So did we answer that yet? Because I would recommend frankincense, and I would recommend the DDR prime. That is formulated for cell irregularity. So the DDR prime is a blend that has frankincense and lemongrass and summer savory, wild orange, lots of things that have been shown in studies to help regulate cell cycle. And so I would take that a couple times a day. Also the LLV is so important too. And then I would use frankincense topically as well. So I just had a consultation with a gal who was struggling with breast cancer. And since her oil regimen, like 2 of her lumps went away, and then another one decreased in size. And so I'm so happy for her, and she's really happy too. Okay.
Thank you, Dr. Tina.
You're welcome. Yeah, I see. Yeah. I see. It's great to see you here, Esther.
Yeah, thank you. So does she take tamoxifen or does she not?
No, she wanted to go natural.
Okay.
Yeah, so she was doing all that too. And pink pepper. Pink pepper is another one that I've been researching that is really good for cells.
Yes,
And
I've been using the breast detox.
Yeah, how's that going?
So I think it's taken away a lot of the shock that I felt after surgery.
Yeah.
And one day I didn't put it on, and I felt the shock again. So I could tell that it was working.
Oh, that's great. That's great. So even the topical application was helping with the nerve damage that you were experiencing.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Wow. Does the detox include Copaiba?
Yes. Elaine put the Copaiba in.
Yay.
That's great.
Yeah, it has frankincense, pink pepper, grapefruit, and Copaiba, right?
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just going to call you Dr. Copaiba now.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. All right. Have we answered the other questions? Breathe, using oils inside a mask.
Oh, the LLV. Someone asked about the LLV. So LLV is the 3 bottles of vitamins. Someone was asking regarding what oils are with the LLV. There are several oils in each LLV. I mean, in each of the bottles, the fish oil, the multivitamins, and the alpha CRS. Each of those do have various oils in them.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So Donna is here. I'm so blessed by your presence, Donna. She has things that she does specifically with her masks. You guys can read it on the chat. She's a great nurse, really, really familiar with essential oils and herbs. You want to say a few words, Donna?
Yes, I'm very blessed to be here and part of this group, and you know, learning a lot every day. There's so much to learn, and it's just always so worthwhile. So and the support here, and you know, this is my first time on your doctor's Zoom, so this is really kind of interesting. I like it. So you know, thank you to all the docs.
Well, hey, you know what? I really don't want it to be exclusive to us speaking. If you have something to share that you think would be beneficial for anybody here, please share it, because I feel we really learn from each other. So
yes, I agree.
For sure. Thank you.
Yeah,
I love all this. If you guys can read the chat, it's really exciting over on that end too.
Oh, by the way, someone asked about safety and pregnancy, the Serenity, and I put a couple in a link, and it just has all the oils that you could, I mean, just some of the oils you can use, but it's a great basis, and has a lot of links to podcasts and videos and newborns and breastfeeding, and so everything, and it's in the doTERRA website, so it's kind of cool. So they do use code language that, you know, they can't say certain things, but for the most part, it's good. It's really good.
Yeah. So for those of you here who are like, code language, like what do you mean by code language? Well, because these are essential oils from plants, they really can't be patented. They can't be patented. So they're not FDA approved for like migraine treatment or for cancer treatment. But then there's a lot of studies that show, and you can look them up in the National Institute of Health Public Med publications, where there's over 3 million publications actually. All the ways essential oils have been studied on animals, on cells. There's a couple of human trials too. But so what doTERRA will do, because they need to be under the compliant with the FDA, is they can't say like peppermint and frankincense is good treatment for migraine. They'll say peppermint and frankincense are excellent for head tension on a stressful day. Or they won't say lemon, lavender, peppermint, tri-ease. Those are good for allergies. They'll say it's amazing for seasonal threats during the springtime. So you have to kind of read between the lines, right? To figure out what things are good for. But then you can come to these Zooms where, you know, the FDA, hopefully no one's a spy here, where we're just like telling you that you can use this for this and this for this, you know. Okay.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi. I have a question for you. I did have breast cancer several years ago, and I ended up with a double mastectomy, and the year before that, thyroid removed, and no correlation. There was no cancer either way. But I did end up with one of my legs with water retention. I keep forgetting the name of it, but it's more swollen than the other one. What do I use for that?
Yeah.
Elaine keeps asking me to ask you.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So, okay, anybody can jump in here, but yes, so you have edema, and it may have been
Yes.
because with the surgery, your lymph system was altered, you know, which drains all the fluid from your body. So you want to use oils that will stimulate the lymph system and supplements that will. So definitely the LLV is what you need to be taking. And I would recommend grapefruit oil, frankincense oil, cypress. Cypress is very good for circulation. And I would put it in coconut oil. I would rub it on your area of swelling and rub it up towards the heart. And then also Ted hose would be very good for you. The constriction hose, and then elevating your feet too. And exercise. Exercise is super important because that's what pumps our lymph, is our muscles pump our lymph. Our lymph doesn't have a pump. Our blood has a pump, which is the heart, but our lymph doesn't have a pump. So
Right.
I would have to say those things will help you. Those things will help you.
Does it matter how many of these drops you put on?
I think the easiest thing for you, because I do want you to do this like at least once, maybe even twice a day, is to make a blend. So then you would get a empty roller ball or even an empty glass jar and put in frankincense, cypress, grapefruit, and then you would put coconut oil in that. And so it'd be like your own massage blend. And just rub it up towards your heart. Okay?
Okay. Twice a day.
What
Okay.
is your name?
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
I'm Eleanor.
Oh, hi, Eleanor. Eleanor,
Hi.
I know you, Eleanor.
Yes.
You're the angel with all the foster kids.
Well, they're not foster no more.
Yeah, that's right. With all the foster kids that you adopted.
Yes. Yes.
Amazing. You're amazing. Yes.
Yeah.
So I would do that, and I would prepare that, have it by, in a place where you would normally put something on before bed or when you're relaxing. I don't know when you relax, but but you got to take care of yourself. You got to pause and put it on at least twice a day. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. And then one more question for you. I know you got a lot of people wanting to talk to you, but my littlest one was just diagnosed with autism. She does have ADHD. And yeah, she's just kind of all over the place right now, especially with this not going to school. What do you recommend as something just to keep her calm?
How old
She
is
doesn't
she?
want to put anything in her mouth. She has high sensory issues. So
Okay. Well, Serenity, you could diffuse Serenity. You could put Balance on her feet and her pulse points. Those are both very calming. At night, you can up level the Balance and the lavender with vetiver. Vetiver is really, really good for relaxation. So
what was that last one you said?
Vetiver, Vetiver. You can also have the diffuser running at night with the Serenity 2. Adaptive. Dr. Lisa looked at that. Adaptive 2 is another really, really good one for just the sensory, the calm.
Okay.
That's the one Vince likes.
I'm sorry?
That's the one Vince uses, Adaptive.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Yeah. 'Cause we just got to bring her back down.
Eventually, when she's willing to take something, fish oil would be good too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, Dr. Tina, would that be good to put on this part of your head if she won't take
Oh,
it by mouth?
yeah. That's something Kathleen has taught us through Dr. James, is like, this is the meeting point of all your nerves. So putting a drop of calming essential oil up here is very helpful. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so we just have like about 2 minutes left. I have a private Zoom coming up. So
Can I just say something amazing about Tina? Is she's done several private consultations with my patients, and she has an amazing wellness consult. What is it called? Like a care plan?
Oh, like a form. Yeah.
A form. Do you have like a sample form that doesn't have any patient identifiers in it?
Oh, yeah. I'll put it on the Facebook.
It is so nice. It's so amazing. So that's another thing that's very unusual and very special about our group, is that we have Tina, Dr. Tina, and oh, by the way, we go back to college. We went to college together and medical school together, and we did our residency in the same hospital So we've been attached at the hip for a long time. But she's amazing, and she does an amazing, amazing job. So if you ever want to, by joining, and signing up under us, rather than just going straight to doTERRA and then becoming, they call it an orphan, if you just like sign up and buy wholesale prices, doTERRA, you just automatically get like assigned to a random person. But because if you sign up under us, you will get us. We will embrace you. We will protect you. We'll support you through your oil journey. We'll create plans for you. But Tina does a really good job in that, and I highly recommend making an appointment with Tina and myself if you're part of my team, and we can get a great plan for you going for you.
Yeah. Thanks, Dr. Lisa. She's equally as amazing. Much more amazing than me. These people all together. Well, together we're stronger. I mean, I've learned so much from you, from Donna. Oh, Kathleen. Oh my gosh, I've learned so much.
Yes, Kathleen.
Lisa has another amazing story. You're up next week, Lisa Doyle. Tell about your journey. She has an amazing journey too. I think that this is really unique. That together we can explore natural solutions.
No pressure, Lisa.
For what? Oh, sorry, Lisa. Sorry. Now she can't sleep. Anyway, okay. I have to use the potty before our next meeting. So I'll see you all next week. I'll see you on Facebook. Bye. Love you all.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, Donna. Good to see you too.
Bye-bye. Thank you. It was great to see you guys. Nice to meet you, Dr. Ma. Thank you, guys.
Take care. God bless.
All
Bye-bye.
right. Take care, guys. Bye-bye. God bless. Oh.
I'm copying the resources from the chat, so in case anyone needs it, I'll share it too. This is Terry.
Oh my God, it's very interactive. I need some people to leave it. There's some random people so they can hear me.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to tonight's essential oil class. I'm Dr. Tina Wong.
There's Rosalie and Christina, and Audrey is my friend, and Andrea's blogged. I don't know who, but I don't know the other people that are on.
Oh, okay. Great.
My other cousin, Andrea.
Okay. So, all right. Well,
we can wait a few minutes to have everybody come in.
Okay. All right.
My daughter wants to say hi to everyone.
All right. What's your name?
Alyssa.
Alexa. So pretty. How old are you, Alexa? How old are you, Alexa?
I'm 13.
You're 13. Oh, okay, good. This is my 14-year-old. Down here. he's making cookies right now.
Nice.
Hold on. Your kids are always baking.
I know. It's not good for my waistline.
Yesterday was your daughter.
Yeah, I know.
The other day was your daughter.
I think everyone's cooking more now that we're home, right? Yeah.
Do they clean up at least?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Even if it's like late. I'm like, I don't want to see it in the morning, guys. I always tell them, I can't move when there's like all these dishes. Like I can't move to the next meal. So, bye. I'm glad you're all here. Okay. So, okay, I have a guessing game for you guys because I know that you don't know me, right? So, guess how many kids I have? 3. Okay, we got 3. Anybody else? 2. Okay.
4.
4. Okay. Anybody else? Okay. All right. So who guessed 4?
Me. Right here.
I'm the closest, but I don't have 4. I have more than 4.
5?
I don't have 5. I have more than 5. Yeah.
6?
I have more than 6.
What?
I know.
7?
I have 7 kids.
Wow.
Okay, now this is the next part. Guess how many girls I have out of the 7? 7. Okay, she says 7. In my dreams, I had 7 girls.
6
I
out
love
of
girls.
7.
Huh?
We saw one boy, so 6 out of 7.
Are girls? Okay, no.
All boys?
Oh, no. Not all boys. Okay. I have 1 girl.
Oh my.
I know. You can feel sorry for me. That's fine.
No.
I felt sorry for myself for a long time. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
But no, I'm just kidding. No, oh, my son's like, wow, that's low.
Oh my god.
No. I love my boys. I do. But I have 1 boy. I mean, I have oldest boy in the beginning, and then I had a girl, and she was like a dream. You know, she was a great baby, super helpful, super smart. Like I wouldn't even have to tell her to do anything, and she'd like do it. I'm like, I need more of those. So I kept trying, and then we ended up with 5 kids, and then we had just that 1 girl and then 4 boys. And then then we got pregnant with twins at the end. And I said, okay, God, can I just have 1 girl out of the twins? Or twin girls would be like so adorable. But I ended up with boy twins. So that's my life. I have 7 kids. I actually homeschool them all. So we're together a lot, and we were together a lot before COVID. Okay. And I'm a pediatrician. I have been a pediatrician for 20 years now. I trained at Children's Hospital of LA. I went to Loma Linda Med School, and I worked for Kaiser for a while. And now I work for private pediatricians in my area as a sub. But I came across essential oils when I had my twins. They were like about 1.5, and I was, doing a lot around the house. I was carrying them, and when you carry them, you're like always like this, right? And nursing them, I was like that too. And so I just ended up with a whole bunch of wrist issues. And so I was taking Motrin because that was the only thing that was taking the pain away. But Motrin can really cause bad digestive issues. It can give you ulcers and reflux and all that. So anyway, I said I need to get off these NSAIDs, these anti-inflammatories somehow naturally. And that's when I tried the oils. I was previous to that like super skeptical about them. But they really worked for that. And then I said, well, I can't really talk to my friends or my patients about this unless it really works. So I told my kids, okay, anything you have, we're going to like really put these oils to the test because I'm not even sure if they work. I don't even know if they're safe. And then just everything from ear infections to sore throat to big infected lymph nodes to warts and ringworm. I mean, dandruff, menstrual cramps, muscle aches. It's like it worked for everything. So that's when I started to tell patients about it, and I started to tell my friends about it. And then lo and behold, when I was telling my patients about it, like about half of them actually were using essential oils already. And they just felt like the sigh of relief when I told them I use it too, they're like, oh, you're not going to judge me, right? So then it really has been a really great journey because I feel like I have attracted and have gotten to know all these people who are like-minded with me, who want to try something natural before having going to the pharmaceuticals. So that's a little bit about me. And Daniela, these are all your friends. So maybe you can talk a little bit about how you got into essential oils.
These are all my friends, and I'm glad Tina shared about herself because she's amazing, and we've been getting to know each other, and she has more kids than me, so it's way more valid than what I say. And a friend introduced me to doTERRA oils, and I, like Tina, I was kind of like skeptical too, but like I would tell her like, oh, this hurts, or this, you know, up my stomach or whatever, and she'd be like, oh, here, try this, and here, try this, and slowly I started using a couple here and there, and then during this quarantine, I just wanted to learn more about it, so got into it more, just the amount of things that you can learn on how to use it, I was so impressed by it, and I was like, oh my God, I have to tell my friend about this, she should use this, oh, I should tell somebody about this, they should use this. So, so that's why I wanted to throw the Zoom for you guys and have you guys hear from her and learn about it so you guys can fall in love with it too and make your life and be healthier. And yeah, so thank you for coming.
Yeah, thanks for coming. Zoom party, right?
So Tina's gonna share a little slide with you guys.
Yeah, this is a slide presentation called Essential Oils Made Easy. Like, who doesn't need ease in their life, right? Life can be complicated enough. So this is meant to be easy. And what we're going to talk about today is you. Some of your top health concerns. For most people, it's weight management, allergies, eczema, might be, headaches, migraines, hormones. Okay, so go ahead and think about what some of your issues might be, or what some of your friends' issues might be, and we'll try to touch upon them tonight. Okay, so can anybody mention some things that may have come to mind that I didn't list earlier?
Acne.
Acne. Oh, that's a good one. Okay.
How about overcoming sugar cravings?
Ooh, okay. Yes, as my son is baking behind me. Okay, that's a good one. All right, any others?
Fatigue.
Fatigue, ooh, that's a good one. Okay, great. All right, okay.
Can we do hangover?
Hangover, yes. Hangover. Okay, so let's go to here. All right, the goal of this class is to empower you, okay, to teach you 3 cool things about oils, 3 ways to use them, and how to get them into your home. So 3 cool things about essential oils is that they're safe. When they're properly used, they have few side effects and actually many side benefits. So an example of that would be I use a lemon essential oil throughout the day. I drink it in my water. I upcycle all of my jars, and I have a beautiful collection of various honey jars, sauce jars, mason jars, and I feel good about it because it's like good for the earth. It's economical for my family. I drink the essential oils in this. You want to drink it in glass or porcelain or metal because the essential oils are pure and potent, and they can leach plastic out. So back to my thing about using lemon essential oil in my water. By drinking it, you can detox your body, so it's a good hangover oil. And one of the side benefits is that it actually makes me really happy. I mean, just think of citruses. They make you happy. So as I'm drinking my water, I'm actually really happy. It smells amazing, and it's detoxing my body. So that's a side benefit. There's a whole bunch of other side benefits that I'll go through today too. Essential oils are extracts from plants and various parts of the plant. The leaf, the flower, the roots, even bark has essential oil in them. And they are placed in that plant to help protect it from various viruses, and bacteria and insects to help that plant heal as well. So we can extract these essential oils, use them for our bodies in the same way, and they provide the same benefits. You really want to use a pure brand. I can't stress this enough, because if they're not high quality, they could be causing allergies. Could be causing damage, actually. You could be drinking pesticides. So I love doTERRA. They're really, really top of the line because they're certified. They're tested multiple times, even by a third-party, non-biased tester. They are therapeutic because the profile on the gas chromatography has been shown. And then the third thing is that they are pure. They're not grown with pesticides or herbicides. And so when you're using them, you can be sure that what you are using is actually the label on the bottle and that it's not diluted either. The oils are 50 to 70% more potent than the actual plant itself. So for example, peppermint, all you need is a drop of peppermint to really open up your sinuses. You just put it in your hand like this. One drop is all you need. Rub it around and just inhale, right? I think most of you got samples from Daniela, right? Yeah, so if you haven't taken them out, now is a good time to do that. And literally, if you just put one drop in your hand and rub your hands around, like, you will smell how powerful it is. Okay, so go ahead and get it if you haven't used it, or if you want to use it during our class. Peppermint is energizing, it clears the sinuses, it lowers the body temperature, so it's an amazing one for any type of hot flashes or fever. It helps to relieve tension. This is a good one for migraines. And fatigue, right? Someone mentioned fatigue. Excellent for fatigue. Okay, and a good one for hangover as well. Okay, you can put in water with your lemon for hangover. Okay, now the oils are also effective. They help to permeate the cell membrane and do their magic within the cell membrane. I'll show you that later. On Guard essential oil primarily is very, very good for killing germs and protecting your body, upregulating the immune system. So On Guard is one that I diffuse every single night in my kids' room and in my room. And then I also put it on the bottoms of their feet because the feet actually are a very good place to absorb essential oils. So my kids know the drill. We read to them at night, they put the essential oils on their feet, they put their socks on, and they go to bed. And I have found that they don't get sick as often. If they do happen to get sick, it's like 2 days instead of 2 weeks. The essential oils are also affordable. They are much more affordable than traditional medical care because you are saving time, and time is money, right? Because you can take care of most of the things at home through your oils. You won't have to be calling to make that doctor's appointment, waiting in the waiting room, and then getting diagnosed and then having to wait and go to the pharmacy. Okay, you'll have it on your fingertips. They're pennies per dose, and lavender, which is here, is so, so calming. It's calming for the mind. It helps you go to sleep. If you get burned in the kitchen from the oven, you just put lavender on it. It takes that sting away immediately. It is great for sunburns as well. Okay. Now this is an example of how oils work within the cell. So this little circle here, like that looks like it has Christmas tree lights around it, is actually a flu particle. And then this bigger circle here is the human cell. Okay, so what the flu does is it's enveloped by the human cell, and then it goes through a couple of processes where it actually takes over our cell biology, and then the cell actually, instead of making its normal proteins that it would make, starts to make flu virus. And that's why the flu is so successful at overcoming our bodies, is it like hijacks our cells and causes our cells to make more of itself. Okay, and so essential oils work in multiple steps here to stop that process. Melissa, for example, which is an amazing oil, it's going to be on the BOGO, the buy one get one free next week. It is really good for even preventing cells from getting into our human cells. And so this is a great one to use, like if you tend to have cold sores, or if you tend to have molluscum, or if you really want to be protected against virus. Melissa. Okay, now here's where tea tree oil works. It works at this step. Now this is cinnamon oil, which is part of On Guard, works at this step here. Blend 2 is On Guard itself, works at this step, preventing the formation of the viral proteins. And then cinnamon oil, which again is in On Guard, helps to prevent the actual formation of the virus escaping the cell. So cinnamon oil actually is great for infection, but it's also really good for sugar cravings. So the oil itself is very sweet, but it's non-caloric. So you put a drop in water or in your coffee or in your tea, and it tastes so sweet. You'll be surprised. And you're actually regulating your blood sugar, because cinnamon has shown to do that. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen those cinnamon pills like at Costco and GNC. People who are diabetic buy the cinnamon pills because cinnamon has been shown to control blood sugar. So not only does it taste sweet, so it can replace your sweet craving, but it also regulates your blood sugar. Okay, so cinnamon is definitely a winner. Okay, 3 ways to use essential oils. The first is aromatic, or A. That's when you smell it out of the bottle, you diffuse it. So I know that Daniela, she diffuses Adaptive all day. Okay, Adaptive is an oil we'll talk about later. It's so good for stress. So if your house is full of this amazing oil that is stress reducing, it really will put you in a better state of mind where you can focus on the task at hand and not your stress. The oils also help to clear your airways, so I totally recommend it for people with asthma and snorers. Topical application is when you just put it directly on your hands. If your hands are hurting you or if you have a rash there, you can dilute it with coconut oil so that the essential oil is not as strong and it can cover a larger area. Internal usage is excellent for your body. You put it in water, again, like your glass, in a veggie cap. So this is a picture of the bottle of veggie caps, and this is what a veggie cap itself looks like. It's super small, smaller than your pinky. You just open it like that, and you put your essential oil in it. You can make your own capsule. You can also put the essential oil directly under your tongue. So let's dive into the oils themselves. Ask me if you have any questions. Are there any questions at this point? Okay, lemon essential oil is super, super cleansing for the body. Drink it throughout the day. You'll be going poop and pee more often, but not having diarrhea. It just regulates you, takes out the stuff from your gut. It also removes sticky residue in your home. So I use this to clean my windows. I use it to clean my surfaces. If I purchase a picture frame and it has like a sticky, price tag on it, just a drop of lemon essential oil, rub it, and then wipe it off and it comes off. It also takes off stains from your clothing. So I've removed blueberry stains with lemon essential oil. It's basically a solvent. It dissolves matter, okay? It's from the rind of the lemon. Frankincense essential oil is really, really good at anti-aging. It is the oil that we recommend for any type of abnormal cells, like cancer, for example. It is good for meditation. It is an up-leveler. So when you mix it with the other essential oils actually work better. So if you're using like lavender for sleep, you mix it with frankincense, and then the lavender works even better. Frankincense is the one that Jesus received from the wise men. A lot of people say, if it's good enough for Jesus, it's good enough for me. It's the Jesus oil. All right. You can use it all 3 ways: aromatic, topical, and internal. Now, Digest Zen is maybe one of the ones that you got from Daniela. It is a really, really good oil for balancing your gut. So some of us, we deal with like bloating or indigestion, reflux. Reflux is super common. And this oil does it all. It takes away reflux. It helps you to be more regular, so you go poop more regularly. It helps with diarrhea and constipation. And how can it help with both things, diarrhea and constipation, which are opposites? It's because it's natural, it balances the body. So it brings you to where you need to be, whether you're constipated or whether you're having diarrhea. It helps your body to be in balance, okay? You can use it at meal times for improved digestion. Ooh, motion sickness, that's a big one. So you can put it under your nose as you're driving, or someone else is driving you, or if you get sick on a boat, that kind of thing. This is really helpful for that. Okay, Deep Blue essential oil is the one for pain. This is the one that turned me into believer. It took away my wrist pain. So you just rub it on directly to wherever your issue may be at. It also relieves head tension, which is headaches, migraines. Breathe essential oil is the one that opens up the lungs. It's made out of laurel leaf and peppermint, eucalyptus. So this is a really, really good one to promote clear breathing. So for my kids, when they get a cold, like I don't give them any of that Dimetapp and stuff like that. I just tell them to take 2 showers a day and take the breathe oil in the shower. So I have them put the breathe oil in their hand, they smell it, and then guess what happens? Their nose starts running, and then they start like, you know, pulling out all this gunk. And the good part is they're in the shower, right? So it's just all going down the drain anyway. And they come out and they can breathe again. And I'll put some of this breathe on their chest with some coconut oil, because kids can have more sensitive skin. So you definitely want to dilute the oils with coconut oil. And it works wonders. I love this oil. And so that brings me to this little chart here, which is the current situation. A lot of us are worried about COVID, and you can see that it's the older generation, those who are over 50, who tend to get hospitalized. So if you have elderly people in your life, maybe your parents or uncle, aunt, tell them about the essential oil. Tell them this is such a great way to protect yourself if you get it, or if you're, you know, trying to increase your immune system so you don't get it. This is a nuclear bomb. This is a combination of all the essential oils that have really, really strong effects at killing germs and also decreasing inflammation. Inflammation is what happens when someone gets the COVID virus, is their body goes into the state where it's producing all this inflammation. And so if you can keep the inflammation at bay, kill the germs, you're gonna be definitely getting better a lot faster. So myself, I've had a couple of COVID people in my life. Dr. Lisa, my good friend, has dealt with a lot of COVID patients, and she tells me the ones that use the oils, they get better a lot faster than the ones that don't use the oils. And so this is a roller. You put it all together, like this many drops, into a roller bottle. This is a roller bottle. It has a metal top. Okay, and then you top it off with coconut oil, and then you just roll it on throughout the day. And the oils diffuse through your skin into your bloodstream. It literally takes about 2 minutes, and they're detected in your blood after using them on your skin. It's truly amazing. The oils do pass through your skin into your bloodstream and go into your cells. So studies have shown that, and it's remarkable to me that you don't even have to ingest anything, yet it has an effect. And the same thing when you smell it, it's going into your lungs. And guess what your lungs have in them? Your lungs have blood vessels too. So you are giving yourself essential oil treatments when you're diffusing. And that's another reason why you definitely want to use a very good brand, because what you are breathing in is going into your system. Okay, Copaiba essential oil is from South America. It is from a tree. It's a resin. So when they put a tube into the tree like just bleeds out this copaiba. And it's been used by the natives for many, many centuries for toothaches, for respiration, for killing germs, for heart conditions, for stroke. And so now we have access to this. There are tribes that actually harvest this copaiba for doTERRA, and we can purchase this copaiba and use it for us. It's great for soothing aches and pains. It settles the body down. It calms the nervous system. So you might be thinking, well, that sounds a lot like weed or CBD, and it actually is. It works on the same receptors as CBD, but copaiba smells better. You don't need as much of it to get an effect. You know, weed, as you know, has some mental effects, and it has some addictive properties, but copaiba doesn't have any of that. So it's a much safer alternative than CBD, and it works just as well. Okay, adaptive essential oil. This is Daniela's favorite. Maybe you can talk about it a little bit. Is that okay, Daniela?
Yeah, so adaptive is my new favorite one because it's supposed to help you with your stress and relieve all, my internet's not working, and relieve all the tension. And so I diffuse it all day long around my house, and you guys know how stressful Daniel always is. So I actually diffuse it at night for him, so he doesn't even know he's getting stuff to calm himself down. So today I was trying to make him smell it. It was really funny. I'm like, here, smell it. You need to calm down. But yeah, this is one of my favorite. They have a pill and they have a roller, and I've got those because I just feel like in this time, in this world, in our space right now, we just all need a little bit of something to calm down our nervous system.
Yeah, you
And
couldn't have said that
anxiety.
better. Definitely, Daniela. I mean, we are definitely in a hurting world. A lot of people feel isolated, stressed, not knowing how to navigate the future. And so we need things that help us to de-stress. And why not oils? I mean, oils are literally nature in a bottle. And so when you bring them into your home, you're calming yourself with nature. And so I love it that you're diffusing this all the time. Good job. Okay, now you might be wondering, what is this? This doesn't look like an oil. This looks like a vitamin. Yes, doTERRA's best-selling product is actually their vitamins. And the reason why is because their vitamins have so many amazing products in there that are all bioavailable, meaning that they're made out of spinach, Brussels sprouts, mushrooms, things that your body can absorb and recognize. And it has a complete system here. So not only do you have your multivitamin, which is the VM, that has like your vitamin A, C, D, E, zinc, everything in there, but it also has an EO, which is your omega. And all of us know, you know, fish oil is so good for you. A lot of us have avoided taking fish oil because it has that fishiness, right? But this one doesn't have it because it's mixed with 9 other essential oils, including clove, which is the highest on the ORAC, which is the oxidative reductive absorption capacity. It's really, really good at absorbing free radicals. So clove essential oil is in the EO. You also have peppermint, and you have thyme essential oil, wild orange essential oil, all in this little pill. And I really should show you what they look like. I'll get it for you after I finish talking about it. Then you have your alpha CRS. Now this is your energy component. So I think someone mentioned fatigue. I would have to say start with the vitamins. The vitamins are really going to help you because it gives you so many supplements that help to give you clarity of mind and help to take away fatigue. And I would also have to say that with sugar cravings, which you brought up, a lot of us are actually craving sugar because we're dehydrated. So you want to be drinking enough water throughout the day, and this is a great way to do it, to take your supplements, because you're to take them twice a day rather than most other vitamins are like once a day, right? This is twice a day, and so that you'll be getting in more water. So try to challenge yourself to drink a lot of water every time you take your supplements, and that's going to be caloric-free filling of your tummy, okay? All right, and I did want to talk about acne. So copaiba. It's very good for acne. It's good for skin issues. The other one that isn't on these slides is tea tree. Tea tree also dries out acne. I want to show you back here peppermint from here, this slide. Peppermint is good for acne as well. Okay? All right, so I'm going to go to the near the end now. Again, if you have questions, go ahead and unmute yourself. So there's 3 ways to get the oils in your home. All right? To purchase them, you don't buy them on Amazon. The oils on there are coming from someone's home, or they are adulterated, meaning that they've been tampered with. So you want to buy them directly from doTERRA. The first way is retail, and this is more expensive. I wouldn't recommend this way. The second is wholesale. So you can get 25% below retail, just like what I pay for my oils, by getting your own account. And then the third way is actually to get below wholesale, because you'll get free points and products if you join their loyalty membership program. The loyalty program is totally optional, but it's for people who want to build their oil collection, want to get free products, want to get points, okay? But I highly recommend that you consider doing a wholesale account, because you'll save so much more money that way. When you do that, then you become part of our community, and you are welcome to come to any of our, my education. We have education every Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And we have giveaways on our Facebook page. I can do a personal consultation with you if you have specific issues like fatigue or allergies and you just want to meet with me directly. I can do that on Zoom, and you have access to that. So this is the first kit I'd like to talk about. This has the vitamins, which are foundational to our health. And in addition to that, it has the Terrazyme and the PB Assist. Terrazyme is enzymes, helps you digest your food. I can't say enough about this because it helps with eczema and it even helps with digestive issues and joint pain, because the enzyme is like a Pac-Man. It goes in and it helps to reduce old scar tissue. It helps to reduce toxins. So a lot of people, they get clearer skin after using the Terrazyme. Then PB Assist is their probiotic, and I think a lot of you have heard about probiotics. Probiotics are important to balance our gut system. When we have enough probiotics in us, they will have a better effect in terms of our food absorption. We'll be creating more vitamins. We'll be able to digest our food better. Okay, so this is a great kit, and then it also has 5 foundational oils in little 5 ml. You've got lavender for sleep, frankincense for cells. You have balance for emotional support, lemon for the detox, and then On Guard to help protect you against viruses and flu and bacteria. Okay, then they have the Deep Blue Rub here, which is amazing for pain. This is just amazing. So I highly recommend this kit. This is $195. It includes the membership. And then the Healthy Essentials kit, this has a diffuser and the adaptive. So you could be like Daniela at her home, you know, diffusing adaptive, de-stressing yourself. Lavender for sleep, lemon for detox, balance for emotional support, peppermint for headaches and for energy, breathe for breathing, and clear airways. Digestin for the digestive issues, On Guard for the protection benefits, and then Deep Blue for the pain, and then Copaiba like for everything else in between. So this is an amazing kit. It's $249. And then the last kit here is really like a sampler kit. You get a diffuser, and then you get 10 oils, but the oils are small. So they're just 5 ml with 80 drops. This kit here, the oils are 15 ml with 240 drops. So you get more value with this bigger kit. But if you just want to start out, you know, get this smaller kit, and you'll get 10 oils, which are so good. You get the Digestin for digestive issues. Oregano, I didn't talk about this too much. This is a very, very good oil for warts, for skin tags, for immunity. On Guard for the immunity and protecting yourself. Breathe for respiration. Deep Blue for muscle issues. Peppermint for the energy. And then lemon for cleansing, and lavender for sleep. Now these 3 here, peppermint, lemon, and lavender, those are for allergies. You use them in combination for any type of runny nose, itchy eyes, sneezy, okay? Then frankincense, the king of all oils, and then tea tree. Now tea tree is the one specifically for acne. You can also use peppermint, but tea tree would be the first line, I would have to say. You can mix it with your current skincare system. You can check out, doTERRA has an amazing line of skincare items that are totally natural, made out of the essential oils. But you can use tea tree with your acne as in the moisturizer. You can use it in the wash. If you have acne, I would recommend switching out your pillowcase and your facial towel like every 2 or 3 days, because you want to decrease the bacterial load on your skin. Then the great part is, like with any of those 3 kits I mentioned, the vitamin one, the big kit with the big oils, or the little kit with the little oils, you will actually get 50 doTERRA dollars back. That's like $50 to spend on anything you want next month. So maybe you want to have a citrus explosion in your house. You want to just try all the citrus oils. You can get all these for free next month. Maybe you want something for your kids. You can get the Thinker, Stronger, and Calmer. These are rollers, really easy to use. My kids love them. You can get that for free. So lots of options here. And so what's next? Okay, I said, okay, how do you want to start? This sounds really interesting. So choose one of those kits, and then text Daniela which one you want. And then she's going to send you a little link to put in your information of where to ship it. You'll get the box in about a week. Connect with me on Facebook, friend Tina Wong, pediatrician. And then I'll add you to my page, which is Dr. Tina's Health Essentials. This is literally like a book, and it has all these videos on like how to use the oils in your home. And then we'll zoom again to blend. So this is a blend sheet. It has recipes for bug bites, back pain, asthma, eczema, earache, just you name it, it's here. And we'll sit here with your oils and we'll have a fun time blending together. Okay. So again, thank you for coming, and I open it up for question and answer time now. I love seeing all these people.
Do you have to buy kits, or can you just buy particular ones? And how much do they cost if you buy like individual bottles?
You can totally buy particular ones. So I would recommend, let me share again. I'll show you the doTERRA website. You can see the prices on there. And then just figure it out from the doTERRA website. But this way, if you do it on the doTERRA website, what happens is that to get them at wholesale, you will need to do a $35 membership. The benefit of the kits is the membership is included. Okay, so let's say we look up, I don't know, tea tree, right? Oil. Okay, so it's going to be $28 retail or $21 wholesale if you do a $35 membership. Okay, so you can go ahead and pick and choose what you want. Tell Daniela. What the membership does is it gives you direct access to doTERRA with your own account, where you have access to that $50 next month, and you can order at any time any of these other things.
Is the membership a one-time fee, or is it a yearly fee?
It is a yearly fee, but you opt into renewing it. And if you do renew it, it is $25, but you get a free peppermint oil, which is $21. So it's literally free renewal, but you opt into it, as opposed to other companies. Like I've done other companies before where like they just renew your membership whether you wanted to or not. doTERRA won't do that.
I have another question. Can we use the oils as much? Is there a limit to how much you use, or you can apply all day?
Yeah, that's a great question. So with the aromatic usage and the topical usage, you can pretty much do it like all day. Internal, I would recommend no more than 24 to 45 drops per day of drinking essential oil.
Do you have studies or proof of the efficacy of this product?
Yeah, there's a lot. So if you go to PubMed, which is the NIH, the National Institute of Health site, where they have over 3 million studies, you can type in essential oils and you can see a lot of studies that show that they're effective for doing a lot of the things that I talked about today. Yeah. Thanks, that's a great question. And the benefit of doing this with me and my team, I have a lot of doctors and pharmacists on my team, so we try to approach it in a very balanced way. We're not going to tell you, oh, this is going to cure everything. It's like, no, give this a try. If this doesn't work, there's other oils we can try out. But then, you might want to also start the antibiotics, or you might also want to, see your doctor. And, because some essential oilers, they are like, okay, this is going to cure everything. Stop your medication. And like, no, we don't want to do that. We want to do this in a balanced way with labs safely. Are there healthcare people here tonight? What do you do, Audrey?
I have one of my friends, Terry.
Oh, Terry, yes.
Oh yeah.
Tell me what you do.
Oh, I'm a pediatrician as well, so I am very curious about the studies that show the benefits of using the essential oils. I don't actually know very much about it, and so would love to learn more.
Okay.
One of my questions would be, do these studies, are they specific in terms of doses, and is there a sort of a dose response, and how much in particular needs to be used to gain a benefit? And also my second question would be, is there some kind of registry for adverse outcomes or adverse?
Those are great questions. Yeah, those are great questions. So a lot of the studies that you find on PubMed are actually done on animals or on cells. Okay, so you won't see as many human clinical trials, but we are moving towards that. You'll see some cropping up now, and Tara is doing some of those. In terms of dose response, it has to be, because it doesn't have the studies that have that specific information, it's more clinical. Okay, and let's see, your other question was adverse effects. Okay, yeah, so if you have an adverse effect, you can report it to doTERRA. They do have a registry there that's ongoing for that. And for most things, though, there aren't too many adverse effects. And the reviews that I have done, people who have like overdosed or had to go to the ER for something like essential oil related, it was like an accidental ingestion of like the whole bottle in a kid, you know, like it was a lot for the body weight of that particular person. And then they had recovered too. Or in the couple of instances where they didn't recover, it was because they were like attempting to harm themselves. They're trying to harm themselves. So yeah, it's, I work with a lot of doctors because what's happened is my friends that are open to integrative health are realizing that people want an option other than medication. And they also want an option to something to do at home rather than just go home and wait it out. Because that's what we do a lot, right? As teachers, oh, it's viral, go home and rest, right? But now it's like, oh, this is something that increases my immune system. This is something helps me sleep. It clears my congestion. So.
Got it. Thank you so much.
Uh-huh. Any other questions?
But a lot of the studies were not doTERRA
This is my
oils.
husband.
Hi.
Hi.
He's an orthodontist.
So I diffuse in my office all the time, so my office doesn't smell like a dental office. And it actually has some antiviral properties, some of the oils. And so we're diffusing it so that, especially during this time, it's safer. We also diffuse it in the consultation room because there's some oils that give you a good feeling and things like that. So there is an emotional effect. There's a physical effect. It's been nice. But I think you want to be careful too. I mean, some of the studies are using, we don't know what type of brand it is. So when Tina had mentioned like high quality or pure oil, sometimes the bottle will say pure, but it might just be a little bit of oil with a bunch of carrier oil. And so they don't have, you know, it's the pure of what they label, but there's a lot of other stuff. Sometimes they actually can have parts of the oil, but they have additives or synthetics that are kind of like the oil, but they're not pure. In fact, many of the bottles will say not for topical use or not even for aromatic use. So you kind of look at the bottle. One of the things I like about doTERRA also is there's a QR code and a batch code for every product. So if there is a product, they do it, if you do have a problem, they do it for their quality assurance and control. So you can give the doTERRA a call, they'll look at the batch, they'll look at the testing. Because there were some bad studies that were actually not doTERRA oils. I mean, they used the doTERRA bottle, but people put some different oils in it, and it wasn't doTERRA. So that was kind of a fishy stuff, that not kosher.
The other thing is, Audrey, if you want a really good book, this is an amazing book. It's called Evidence-Based Essential Oil Therapy. Have you heard of it?
No, I have not.
Oh, okay, so there's a lot of studies in here, and then there's a lot of protocols, which I really like, because it tells you like exactly like mix this with this many times a day. You know, whereas some other references were really pretty, and it would just give you the oils to use. But then as a physician, I just like really wanted to know exactly how many times a day and how. And so anyway, this is a great book if you're interested.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely.
We got some questions on the chat, Tina.
Oh, okay, okay.
I had a question. I mean, I haven't done that much research recently, but I do know that there was evidence of prepubertal hormone disruption, you know, babies getting gynecomastia from lavender. I don't know what the latest research is on that, if you can comment.
Yeah, the oils do have some estrogenic effects, but what's interesting about them is that because there are multiple components within oil, some components will be estrogenic, but then other components will balance that out. So it's like, it's different than using a medicine, which is just one constituent, one ingredient. The oils have actually multiple ingredients that balance and buffer it. So that study, and I'm sure it's all over the internet, is like how these kids got breast buds, like boys, from using lavender and tea tree oil. And that study was actually flawed in various ways. The products that those boys used wasn't taken and tested in a laboratory. So we don't even know if those products actually contained tea tree or lavender oil, number one. Okay, and the study also showed that the boys, everything was, you know, back to normal after using. And then those products were also wash-off products. So we don't even know how much exposure they had to it, because it was like soap, it was shampoo. And so there was a correlation, but we don't know if there was a causative effect. To answer your, is that?
Were there other studies to follow that up to, you know, to disprove it?
Not that I know of, but there haven't been more studies that have shown that to occur.
Okay. And then another question was like contact dermatitis. And, you know, most pulmonologists recommend against that. So just
pulmonologists.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. A lot of moms here have little kids. I just want them to feel safe about, you know, the evidence for it.
Oh, yeah, sure, absolutely. So whenever we use essential oils for children, we always recommend a dilution. So diluting with a carrier oil is always the best way to go. And also doing a patch test to make sure that your child doesn't have a reaction is also a very logical thing to do. If there is a reaction, then of course stop using that oil and put carrier oil, which is like olive oil or coconut oil on top of that reaction. That will help to dilute the effect. Sometimes if you use water, it'll actually drive the oil in more. So I recommend using a carrier oil to stop that. Definitely dilute for the first time. But yes, definitely dilute for the first time. And then the other place that's really safe for kids to use oil is actually on their feet, because our feet actually absorb oil well, and then it's far from our eyes and far from our, you know, our lungs too. So that's a good place to use them. You had mentioned something of pulmonologists, Terry?
Yeah, just, you know, knowing that pulmonologists usually recommend against it, especially around kids with asthma or any kids with respiratory problems, just to diffuse it.
Right. So yeah, it really is like by case. If you're going to diffuse with your kids that have asthma, then do it in a room that's well ventilated, keep the door open, okay? But I've seen a lot of kids actually improve their asthma with the oils. So like with any medication too, you're going to have effects from it. Like Benadryl, for most people, actually helps them to relax and go to sleep, right? But for some kids, it actually makes them hyper. So it has to be case by case. Does that help?
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for asking the questions. And there's some like oils that my kids don't even like the smell of. Like, for example, sandalwood. My daughter like totally sneezes when I diffuse that. So I know that she's sensitive to that, so I don't diffuse that around her, you know. But I've had certain people with lots of respiratory issues who are really allergic to so many synthetics. But then when they deal with the essential oil, like they're so much better because it's pure. So it really is a case-by-case basis. And I apologize if certain things were generalizations, but what I was teaching on is generally true. But, you know, everybody is different, of course. Any other questions? Like I said, when I started my essential oil journey, I was super skeptical. I just didn't think that they could do anything. But they really helped me, and I'm so glad that I started because they have really transformed the way that I take care of my kids. I mean, we have used pretty much no pharmaceuticals like for the past 5 years. And we clean our house completely differently now. I used to use Comet and 409 and Windex, and if you use that, you know, that's cool, that's fine. But I have my kids clean with me. And so I didn't want them to be exposed to all that. So like I do a lot now, which is baking soda, vinegar, water, and essential oils, and it works beautifully. And if they're inhaling that and they're fine with that smell, it's actually helping them. So I have had so many just remedies at my fingertips with the essential oil. And a lot of my patients have gotten off their daily allergy medication. They've found ways to deal with their migraines. They've had, oh, this is a big one, is anxiety. Because a lot of people, especially during this time, they feel isolated, confused, not knowing how to deal with the future. And oils, and instead of turning to pharmaceuticals, antidepressants, anti-anxiety medications, they can use something natural in a bottle. The other thing is narcotic dependence. That is a big one for pain. But I've had lots of my patients really use essential oils for pain instead of having to get addicted to narcotics. And so to me, that's a big win. You know, could there be side effects? Yes. Could there be adverse effects? Yes. But there can be with medications as well. And so we navigate this together. And it's not for everyone. I mean, some people just really want a medication to take care of it. And that's totally fine. You know, I'll support you in that too. But then this is for that tribe that says there might be something more. There might be something that I could do as a mom in my home without having to call the doctor right away, right? There might be something here that I could do in my own power to help. And so that's for that tribe.
Tina, I don't mean to hijack this because I know that there's people who have chat questions, but I just have a question more logistically with your program. So I understand that I can go to the website to pick and choose particular bottles, but if we work with you, are you saying that we have to kind of jump in with purchasing a kit, and then after that, can we purchase individual bottles from you, or do we like only buy kits through you and then buy individual bottles through the website? I'm not sure exactly how that works.
You can buy any way you want. If you want to start off retail and buy one bottle, that's totally fine. If you want to buy a membership and buy one bottle or two, that's totally fine too. You can like start off by buying a membership and a couple bottles and then decide to buy a kit later. That's totally fine too. So it's really up to you how you want to do it. But I just want to say that from my experience, people have a much better beginning if they purchase a kit, because then they are learning about all the things that the oils can do, and they are in their hands. They're experiencing them right away, rather than having to wait to collect them, you know. And then the other thing is, as a mom, it's just, you know, nice to be prepared, right? Like if your kid gets diarrhea, vomiting, headache, whatever, sunburn, it's like, it's nice to have something right there rather than having to wait to go and get it. So I don't know if that answers your question.
Well, I guess, I mean, are we supposed to get the kits through the website or the kits through you? And then after it's like for, so, and then if we buy the kits through you, do we only buy exclusively through you after that? Or are we like members now so we can just buy, you know, from the website with wholesale prices? I'm just confused as to the structure.
Okay. Yeah. So when you decide to purchase a membership, Daniela and I together will support you. Okay. And let's see, what's
But
that?
the membership is yours. It's like Costco. I can go with my friend to the Costco store, but then whenever I go with and use their membership, I have to go with them. But you have your own membership. It's $35, and then you can order online whenever you want, whatever you want, however you want.
So yeah, once you have your own
But Tina's just sharing. I'm sorry. Sharing that you can get support and they can guide you, they can help you, so you don't feel like you're alone. Because I think that was one of the things too, when Tina was starting the journey, she had a lot of homeschool friends or a lot of friends that, oh, this is great, oh, use these oils. I don't know, she shared that. And she's like, I've never heard of this. We didn't learn this in school. I've never been exposed to anything like this. What is this voodoo witchcraft? And so I think so, not until she had a class and someone shared, and then we got some oils in our house and we started using it. We go, hey, this stuff works pretty good. And as we were looking more into it, there's not as many side effects, or the half-life is good. So if you're not having a great response or whatever, it turns off.
So I think that was the thing with me. I didn't know where to purchase and I didn't know how to. I didn't have anyone saying that they would guide me. And so that's the thing here is like, I will guide you. I will plug you into all my resources, and you purchase through the website.
But you don't. You don't purchase through Tina or Daniela. You actually purchase to the company.
Yeah, and we are here to guide you. And do we?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did that help you though?
Yeah.
Did that answer your question?
Like I'm not shipping.
Yeah, that does.
House. I'm not shipping it from my house. If that's what
it's your membership, I guess is what we're saying. But
Okay.
a lot of times you don't know how to utilize your membership fully to get the best deal, or actually how to go on, utilize the computer system to order yourself. In fact, it's better. We prefer if you can order yourself, because you take ownership, but then we don't have to hold your hand as much. You really can take care of your own family. So, but we're available. Our Tina's available.
Yes, all the time.
But it's your membership. It's your membership. And that's why I was saying, or maybe we talk about a kit, because the membership is included or it's free. Versus you buy a membership and then you go, God, I get a discount by buying these oils in a kit. Well, then you don't get another free membership. I mean, so if you buy the membership through the kit, it's included. But a lot of people don't want to jump in, so they just want a membership, and then they can a la carte buy whatever oils they want.
So does that, like 50 points, does that apply only to other kits, or does it apply to individual bottles as well?
It applies to any purchase this month of $150.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So but that doesn't include the membership cost itself.
No, it does. It does.
So you can buy $115 of oil, and then buy the $35 membership. That's $150, and then you get 50 points back for next time. But
I wouldn't recommend that you just go on the website and just buy yourself without talking to Daniela or me, because what happens is if you do that, you're going to be like randomized to some other people.
You get farmed out.
You get farmed out. You're going to become an orphan, is what they call it. And so we just want to make sure that you're part of our team and that we are here to help you.
Well, we can support you.
So if I buy through the website,